Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. Today we're looking at your career path and what lies ahead for you. So I've got 3 cards for you. I'm not revealing them in this reading. I usually do. Sometimes I am advised not to. So you'll just have to trust your intuition and choose group 1, group 2, group 3. When you're ready, when you've decided, you can just go down into the description box, click on the group you want to watch, and it will take you straight into the reading. If you get in there and you know for sure it's not your situation, it's not your reading, you can always choose again. It's okay. But if you do feel drawn to a reading, even if it is not 100% your situation, what they're giving me is that there may be messages there for you anyway. So you may want to listen anyway because there's messages that you need to hear. All right. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you in the reading. Group 1. All right. Today we're looking at your career path and where it's headed. So I have an initial card for you, and your card is number 2, Antelope Spirit. Antelope Spirit, and it says life is speeding up. Okay. All right. Give me just a sec. I just want to see what messages come through for you on this card, and then we'll get your tarot down. Hold on one second. What they're telling me first is that right now you're in a bit of a holding pattern. You're feeling, you might even be feeling a little bit stuck, or you feel like nothing is happening. It's not that things are bad or good, or it feels a little bit empty and paused. So for whatever reason, you feel like your career just isn't going anywhere. And I'll get more information with the cards. I am getting that for some of you, you might be looking for a job. And that's why everything just feels like, when is it coming? And I'm being given the image of the Hanged Man in tarot, showing me that you're just sort of waiting for something. So for some of you, you are, again, looking for a job. But not all of you. Some of you are in a job, you're in your career, you're working for a company, maybe working for yourself, but it's feeling very, to be honest, it feels very vacant. It feels very empty. It feels very stalled, like nothing's happening. And you're sort of waiting for things to take off, to pick up, to gather some momentum, to do something. And with Antelope Spirit, obviously, you are going to achieve a breakthrough and life will speed up. Your career will speed up. They are giving me the word breakthrough. So this time right now of feeling like, oh, come on, what's happening? Something's got to give. It will soon. It's like a wall crashing down. It's like you crashing through the wall, to be fair. And what they're giving me is it's not that the wall comes down and you are able to leap through it. You push through it in some sense. Like you make it happen. Your momentum, your effort, your skill, your desire takes off. And what they're giving me an image right now of like a vehicle that's kind of been stuck in the mud or the snow, and its wheels are spinning and spinning and spinning, but you're going nowhere, but you're trying. And it's you're revving your engine, the wheels are spinning, you're pushing, you're trying, and all of a sudden, pew, takes off. And you crash through in a positive way, not crash, but crash through that wall, crash through that barrier that you feel like has been stopping you. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Hope that resonates with you. If it does, keep with me here. We got more cards to come. If not, you might want to try one of the other readings. If you were drawn to this, there probably are some messages here for you either way. All right. The first card is the Seven of Wands. Then we have the Three of Cups. And Death in reverse. Then we have the Strength card. The Page of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords. All right, give me just a second while I take these cards in. I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Okay, so 1 second now. They're again saying that there is going to be a breakthrough. They're saying it will come when the time is right. So don't try to force it, just keep doing the work. And when the moment is right, the breakthrough will happen, and then things will take off very, very quickly, very, very quickly. Faster than you're expecting, actually. Okay, so they want to leave it there, and let's get into the cards. Okay, so these first two cards, we have the Seven of Wands and the Strength card. The Seven of Wands represents the positive. We're looking at this as past, present, future. So, what are you bringing into the energy today that's positive, and what might be a little bit more of an obstacle for you, or was, being the past cards. They're giving me with the Seven of Wands a lot of effort, a lot of focus, a lot of determination. They're giving me that you've been working very hard just to maintain ground. There is a sense here that you're not getting anywhere, but it hasn't stopped you. You just keep pushing forward. They're saying you've been pushing like you know you're going to win. Like you know you're going to get somewhere, even if you can't see it and feel it, know it in a real sense right now. You have an inner knowing. And that has helped you maintain the energy and the ability to continue pushing forward. They're saying keep that, keep that. You've put in the work, you've put in the time and the effort. Just because you're not seeing the results yet, they're saying don't give up now. You're too close to a positive result. Just don't give up. Don't give up now, even though you might be feeling tempted to give up. Okay. Now, what they're showing me as an obstacle here is the Strength card. And they're telling me that sometimes you are your own worst enemy. Interesting message with the Strength card. It's still a very positive card. Even though it's in the place of an obstacle, they're showing me that you are learning and have been learning how to tame the beast of your inner mind, your inner consciousness, because you do tend to, again, be your own worst enemy, to be overly critical of yourself, to be biting toward yourself and your worth, sometimes even to sabotage your own efforts. So it's like your thoughts represent the lion. Your spirit here represents this woman on the Strength card. It's still a positive card, even though it's in a difficult position, because they're telling me that this obstacle is still there. This challenge is still there. Your thoughts still tend to come and go from a place of of doubt and insecurity and not feeling up to the task, but you have continued to work on being the master of your own mind and to tame that, tame those tendencies. So it is still a positive, even though it is a challenge you're facing. All right, so the present energy here, we have the Three of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. They're showing me here with the Three of Cups that you have been at least trying, or you are, if you're not yet, you will soon. This is kind of present or immediate future. They're showing me that you've actually been enjoying your life a little bit more. You've been creating a little bit more work-life balance. And this is helping you to stay in a positive mind frame, to stay in a positive mindset with your career, with your job. And it's important because when all of your energy goes into your work, and like when you're not working, if you're always thinking about work, strategizing about work, focused on work, if that becomes your whole life, you lose some of the joy of living. And it also steals some of your positive energy away. No matter how well your career is going, you still need some living in your life. And they're showing me that's where you are now. Hold on. They're saying you're doing your best to make the most out of this moment right now, both with your career and with creating joy in your life outside of work. When it comes to your work, when it comes to the work you're doing, you are focusing on what you love about your job. It doesn't mean that you're not doing things that maybe you don't love, right? There's always some things that are not our favorite, but you're really focusing your energy on your favorite parts, which is bringing you more enjoyment on the job. And again, when you're not working, they're also showing me you're creating a little bit more balance and enjoyment outside of work as well. This is all positive energy that will help you push through that barrier that's going to get your career going faster. Working more, working harder, just beating yourself up isn't going to bring you the results that you think it will. Work hard, yes. Stay focused and determined, yes, but enjoy it. Enjoy this moment with your job, with your work, and also outside of your job and outside of your work. It's all important and it's all really, really vital. All right, so in the difficult position here, right now we have the Page of Pentacles. Give me just a sec. I just want to hear what they want to tell you about this. They're telling me that right now you're looking for signs. You're looking for answers. You're looking for information or knowledge or validation. You're looking for proof that things are going to get better, that things are going to work out, that your career path is moving in the right direction, and that things are going to get better, that it's going to speed up, that it's going to be abundant and fulfilling and fruitful the way you want it to be. You're looking for signs, you're looking for answers, you're looking outside of you for some kind of message that says everything's going to be okay. And they're telling me the answer isn't out there. The answer is inside you, and you already know the answer. If this kind of reading here helps you, just sort of gives you that moment of, okay, yeah, right. Yes, I am on the right path. Then good. That's why you're brought to this reading, and that's why you get other messages as well. But if you're always looking outside yourself for proof, for validation, for answers, they're saying you'll eventually give up because the answers aren't out there. The answers are on your heart. That's what they just said to me. They're on your heart. They're in you. They're in your being. And there's a part of you that knows that this reading is right? That this message of life is speeding up, your job is going to have a breakthrough, you are going to push through, you are going to make it, it is going to be amazing and wonderful. You know it's true. You already know it. The sooner you can just believe that, and I think you do believe it, I think you do know that. It's just a reminding yourself, telling yourself that you know you're on the right path. It will help keep you in that positive mindset. Look for answers outside yourself if you need that once in a while, just as a boost. But don't let it be the final answer. Because you could come across a reading like this that says everything's going great, and tomorrow you could come across a reading that says the opposite. So what one do you believe? You got to trust your heart. And they're telling me the answers are in there. You already know. This is going to work out for you. But you do have to trust. You do have to trust and believe. So stay with that energy. All right. As we move into the future energy, we have here Death reversed and the Knight of Swords. They're telling me here with this Death reverse that you're not giving up. It's, the way where your energy is right now, and yes, you can choose tomorrow to disregard all of this and change your mind and give up and quit. You could. But what they're giving me is that it's not in your energy field right now to lose faith. You're not giving up. You're pushing forward. You're trusting. You're believing. You're not ready for this to end. And maybe part of you has wondered, am I in the right job? Am I in the right company? Am I on the right career path? You're saying, you are. You know this is right. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. And of course, again, they're saying that you're on a path of fulfillment and new beginnings, but not new career path. It's like a new, hold on, let me get the words they're giving me. Oh, I don't know, this is weird that they just gave me. They said it's a bit like putting a cherry on top of the sundae. You've got the sundae already, right? You're working at something that you do enjoy. You believe there is potential. You want things to just get better in whatever way that means for you, to pick up speed, to gain the momentum you're hoping for in your career and in your job, possibly in your own business. The breakthrough you experience is like the cherry on top of the sundae. The most important thing is that you love what you do. But, we all, need resources and we want career fulfillment and all of that, of course. So you will get that cherry on top of the sundae. They are showing me you're not gonna close up shop. You're not gonna give up. Hold on. You're not gonna be. Oh, they're saying you're not gonna be a quitter. You're not gonna be a quitter. You're on this path for a reason. Trust it. Trust it. They're giving me a bit of an ending coming, but it's not an ending in the sense of your career is going to end, your job's going to end. With the breakthrough that's coming, you'll see an end to the old way. And it will be a new beginning, a fresh start with this new level of momentum that happens. This Death card reverse is the breakthrough you're waiting for. It is you crashing through the wall and moving on to, picking up speed, moving to better, better, bigger and better. They're saying it's like a race car going through the starting gate. You are about to really pick up some momentum. Don't give up yet. Stay in that place where you enjoy what you're doing, where you focus on the positives, where you're in the moment. Trust, believe, keep tackling any of those inner doubts you have. Keep working, stay focused. This breakthrough is there. It's coming. It's waiting for you. And it's just as you are waiting for it. And, you have to trust a little bit in divine timing. It will happen when it's ready to happen, but it's you that will get you there. So don't look for some outside force to just sort of like some gift to land in your lap. It's your hard work and your trust and your joy and your belief. That's what gets you through. So just keep doing what you're doing. Now, in the challenging side of what's coming is the Knight of Swords. What they're showing me is how this knight is looking backward. It's looking backward. And as you achieve this breakthrough, as things start to speed up, your mind may be tempted to look to the past, which would be now, where you are now and where you have been, and worry and wonder if things are going to get bad again, if things are going to be difficult again, if you're going to lose what you've gained. They're showing me this rider and this horse sort of racing into the past, trying to tackle the past as if it's an enemy you need to fight against. They're saying you don't have to worry about the past. When you get this breakthrough, when this happens, face forward. That's where your answers are. They're ahead of you. And yes, of course, there's always going to be, lessons and challenges and obstacles, as well as wonderful moments and more breakthroughs and more fulfillment and happiness. Focus on what's in front of you and ahead of you. Don't worry about what you've already been through. You've done that. When you break through, they're saying that wall essentially goes back up behind you. There's no going back. You're not going to go backwards. So don't worry about that. That's not in the cards for you. So trust, trust, trust. And just keep at it and you'll get there. All right, group one, I hope that helps. I hope it gives you some of the, validation and proof and answers that you need. But like they said, the answer is in you. You already know it. So hang on to that. So thank you so much for being here. If the reading resonated, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up or drop me a comment, subscribe, whatever you feel called to do. I'm grateful for that. And your interaction helps me know that our energies are connecting and that that we're resonating with each other, which will also help future readings resonate more as well. So thank you so much and have a great day, y'all. Bye. Hey, group two. All right, today we are looking at your career path and what's ahead for you. So your initial card is card number 64, Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings. Sometimes life stings. All right, hold on one sec while I tell you what Spirit wants to tell you about the Wasp Spirit. They're telling me that there's something or someone in your workplace or is some way involved in your work. Someone that's upsetting you. This is someone that is upsetting you. And it's making it difficult for you to enjoy your job. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me see if they have any other messages in case that doesn't. No, they're telling me that's really what this reading is about. Now, this could be a coworker, a boss, a client, a vendor. They're saying it's someone who constantly irritates you. And it feels like in some way this person gets in the way of your forward momentum. Now, this may be literally, as in it may be a boss who is, promoting other people over you because you have a conflict with each other. But it also could just be that this person irritating you is affecting your energy and affecting your ability to stay focused and driven and move forward with your career life. So one way or another, this person is affecting your path ahead and your ability to kind of gain the momentum you're wanting. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, check out one of the other readings because they are giving me pretty clearly that this is a central theme anyway, or at least it's a big message for those who are meant to watch this video. Okay. All right, let's get your tarot cards down and see what else you need to know. All right, your first card is the Five of Wands. Then we have the Ace of Cups. And the Two of Wands. We have the Five of Cups. You can see these. Seven of Wands. And the Hermit reversed. Okay, give me just a second. I want to take these cards in. I'm going to listen for any initial messages for you, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. So hold on one second. They're telling me that you're going to find that this person does not let up the way you're hoping they will. They're saying that's not the answer. The answer is not waiting for them to change. They're saying the answer is with you. The answer is with you. In part, they're saying it's how you react to this person. And what you want for the future as well. It's really a message of focusing more on yourself and what you want and learning to kind of drown out what this person is saying and doing. And I know that can be really difficult, especially if it's someone you work closely with or regularly with. But they're saying to focus on what you want, not on what's driving you crazy. And understandably, again, that can be difficult. But they're saying this is where you're going to find the answers you need. The career path that you're meant to have, the momentum and the progress you're entitled to, is what they're giving me, honestly. But they're saying it lies with you. It lies with you and how you manage this situation. within yourself, because waiting for this person to change, that's not going to work for you. Okay? All right, so let's talk about the cards. The way these are set up, I have these set up as past, present, future. The top row is the positive in the situation. The bottom row is kind of obstacles and challenges for you. So in the past, we have the Five of Wands with the Five of Cups. They're wanting me to acknowledge the two fives here. And they're talking about fives being a number that represents change, shaking things up to create change. And they're giving me that that's something that's happened for you. All of this, believe it or not, is happening for you, even though it probably feels darn awful. But when you're on the other side of it, when this is well behind you, you will see that you had to go through this in order to get where you're going. How long you stay there is sort of up to you. Like how long you stay in this place of kind of frustration and misery with this person in your workplace. Not to say you're miserable in your job, but this person really makes it difficult for you. It doesn't have to stay that way. Okay? All right. So the positive, this is, where you've been, is this Five of Wands. The positive is that you've been very competitive. You've done what you needed to do to learn what you need to learn. That while, yes, you may be competitive with others in the workplace, for you, it's been in a positive sense. If you notice, these five people have wands, not swords. They're not stabbing each other. They're just battling each other as a way to learn, as a way to grow, as a way to compete and to fulfill their destiny. And they're telling me that's really what has benefited you up till now. Is you, yourself. Now, what this other person, they may be fighting with swords, right? But this reading's not about them, it's about you. And they're telling me that you're not fighting with swords. You may battle with this person. You may have tension and get frustrated by this person. But you're not resorting to, and you haven't resorted to kind of stabbing them in the back or cutting them too deeply. That's not who you are. That's not who you've been. And that's a positive. They're actually applauding for you for that. Because you have kind of taken the higher road here. And that's to your benefit. It is. So don't change that, okay? On the challenging side, we have here the Five of Cups. And while you're not, of course, not actively trying to hurt this person, you're not trying to seek revenge, you're not biting back. You're saying you are struggling because you feel like you've lost an opportunity. And unfortunately, you're blaming the other person for that. It's like they're stealing the joy from your job, your role, your work. And what they're giving me this image of someone else coming along and kicking these glasses over, these cups over, and sort of laughing about it. This person's not a very kind person, at least when they come to you for whatever reason. I don't know. But they're saying you still have two cups left. And you can focus on what this person has done, or you can let that go and move forward. But there is this energy of looking back and just still, like, there's just a lot of frustration and anger here about how this person has treated you. And what, in some sense, you feel like they've stolen from you. Because they've stolen some of your momentum, if nothing else, some of your positive energy. But Spirit's giving me the longer you stay in that energy of looking outside yourself and blaming someone else for where you are and how you feel, the longer you kind of get stuck there. And that's not to minimize what this person is doing or has done, but it does come down to your reaction to it and your energy and where you place your focus. You know, they're encouraging you, but this man here, instead of looking down at these empty cups, turn around, look to the future, look forward, look at what you do have, and choose from there. Okay? All right, so in the center here, we have your present energy, or if you're not there quite yet, it's like the immediate future. So right around the corner, we have the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Give me just a sec, I just want to listen. They're telling me that you do have enjoyment with your job here, with the Ace of Cups, in that you like what you do. You like what you do. You just don't like who you do it with. Interesting. But they're giving me that you have a chance here to change that. That's why this cup is in a positive place. It's still a positive card, of course, but they're highlighting here this dove and this sign of peace here. They're saying peace is coming if you allow it. Again, it's not a message of waiting for this other person to ease up on you. It's finding that peace within yourself and finding new enjoyment in your job, in your role, in the present moment, where you are, and focusing on that. And they're saying it's up to you when that comes, but it's available to you right now. That's why it's in line with the present. Focus on your own peace, on your own happiness, your own joy. Now, this person, as you focus on your own positive energy and you stop paying attention to them and what they're doing or have done, and you learn to just kind of block it out, which I know can be difficult, but as you do that, your energy changes, and this person may start to ease up as your energy changes, or you just stop noticing. It stops mattering to you what this person says or does. And then they're telling me from here, you can decide, do you want to make a change? Do you want to change jobs? Do you want to move down a different path? Do you want to stay where you are and progress where you are? Those are still unanswered questions for you to consider. But before those can be answered, you have to change your energy. Because if you leave a job, if you're running away from a job because it was bad, because they are, someone's not treating you right, Spirit's giving me, then you haven't learned the lesson yet. And the cycle will start all over again. You'll just meet yourself in the future somewhere else. So they're talking about fixing your own energy first, finding your own inner focus on what you want and what you love and what you care about, and learning to just let bygones be bygones, let people be, which is interesting. It's not condoning their actions to you. It's just learning to not focus on it. And then when your energy changes and you're in a happier place, then you'll have choices. You can move on to a different company, to a different job if you want to, or you can stay where you are. And either way, you're in a positive place. But otherwise, you're just going to run into your own self in the future. And something along the same lines will happen again. Okay? In the challenging area of this present or immediate future moment is the Seven of Wands. And they're telling me this person's still going to be still going to be poking at you, still going to be pushing your buttons, still kind of like, I'm getting trying to drive you away. So maybe they are literally trying to drive you away, or maybe it just feels like it. Hold on one sec. They're giving me something. Hold on one sec. They're saying, okay. I thought they were going to tell me whether this person was trying to drive you away or not, but what they gave me when I stopped and listened was, it doesn't matter. It's not up to them. It's not up to them how you react. It's up to you how you react. And yes, this is an unfortunate situation to be in, except that you're learning a lesson to focus on your own self, your own inner joy, and to not let other people, no matter what, rattle you and topple you from a place of enjoying your job and enjoying your role and being in control of your own destiny. You can let this person continue to push your buttons and kind of destroy your momentum, or you can change your reaction to them and your focus. But they're not going to stop. At least not now, not anytime soon. The only way to change this situation for yourself is for you to change your reaction, your thoughts about it, your focus on it. All right. So as we head into the future energy, we have the Two of Wands and the Hermit reversed. In the future, once you've gotten to this place of peace and joy and happiness and kind of it feels like a breath of fresh air, like everything just feels better, then you have choices to make. And you will have opportunities within the company where you are or outside. Other opportunities may come your way. They're giving me it is your choice. But you wouldn't know what to choose in the energy that you are occupying at the moment, in this energy of frustration and distraction. Get to this place of peace, inner peace and contentment. And from there, then you've got choices to make. You've got opportunities. You have the ability to take your career where you want to take it. Whether you decide you want to stay put with the company you're with or move to a new company. They're saying either is fine, but you're not really going to have much option to create the change you want until you master your own energy first and your own focus. Now, the obstacle, the challenge in the future is the Hermit reversed. Just a second while I just want to hear what they want to say about this. Give me one second. All right, what they're giving me here with this Hermit reversed is that the answers aren't necessarily going to be laid out in front of you. You will have choices to make, but you'll have to learn to trust your own guidance, trust your own inner compass. If you're looking for answers outside yourself, if you're here today for me to tell you you need to change jobs, you're in the wrong place of work, you need to make a change, Spirit's giving me that's not what you need to hear right now. And that's not necessarily the answer. In the future, you actually have choices that you have to make, and that might be difficult for you. Right now, you might be, really just wanting to change. But once you find this place of peace, that decision becomes a little bit more open. And they're just encouraging you to look at the opportunities that are in front of you with your company, with another company, even working for yourself for some of you. They're saying you have to look within yourself. There will be a tendency to look outside yourself for that answer. And for you in this particular time of your career, of your life, they're saying you're not going to be handed the answer. And it's not because they don't want to tell you, it's because you can't make a wrong choice. But they're also teaching you to trust your own inner compass a little bit, to go inward and focus on yourself and what makes you happy. And when you know what makes you happy, then your choices come from a place of positive energy, of happiness, of love, of joy. And your inner compass becomes easier to follow. Okay? All right, group 2, I hope that helps. I hope it gives you sort of the help you needed. It probably wasn't everything you wanted to hear, but what they're giving me, it is what you needed to hear. So I hope you stuck it out and kind of had an open mind about it. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your watching. If you feel called to, I'm forever grateful for your likes, your comments, for subscribing and sharing. And when you interact with my channel, it really helps me know that our energies are connecting, that we are resonating with each other. It will also help future readings for you to resonate a little bit more. So thank you so much and have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. All right, today we're going to look at your career path and what's ahead for you. So your initial card is card number 55, Snake Spirit, Time to Heal. Snake Spirit, Time to Heal. One second. All right, the first thing they're giving me before I get into this card, they're drawing me to this 55 and they're talking about change. They're saying change that's been long overdue. For some of you, there was a bit of this message and there was definitely a 55 reference in group 2. So if you were drawn to, should I listen to group 2 or 3? You may want to listen to both. That's just, it's just what popped in. Right? They're telling me that you are transforming. You are transforming, a bit like a snake shedding its skin. Hold on one second. They're talking about how there's been like either this is where you are now or this is where you're headed, but they're talking about an adjustment in the way you are in the workplace, which is interesting. Let me just hold on one sec. I want to make sure I understand what they're talking about. They're talking about how you've had a bit of a change of attitude, a change of perspective. You have really turned yourself around. And they're talking about career opportunities opening up for you. Career opportunities opening up for you. Because of who you are now or who you are working on becoming, that these opportunities are making their way to you right now. Interesting. They're talking about for the healing, they're talking about where you're coming from. You've learned to heal from something. There was something in your career, in your work, in your workplace that was affecting you negatively. They're giving me it. For some of you, it may have even been a personal thing, something in your personal life that affected your career, affected your job, affected your work. But you've allowed yourself to heal from that, to move on from that. And now it's like you're shedding your skin and you are becoming a new person with a new attitude, with a new outlook on life and your work and the opportunities in front of you. And that in itself is helping to create more opportunity for you, more chances for success, more levels of success, um, more abundance, more of all the things you care about when it comes to your career and your work. Okay? So wonderful. That's great, y'all. All right, let's get your tarot cards down and see what else you need to know. All right. Your first card is the Emperor. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles. Wonderful. All right. All right. We have Judgment. The Hermit reversed. And the Four of Pentacles. All right, give me just a second while I take these cards in. I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Okay, so give me just a sec, y'all. The first thing they're telling me is that you have achieved something great in taking care of yourself, in improving yourself, in managing your expectations, as well as your it's like a little bit of, it's like your attitude toward the future. For some of you, they're giving me that you had a tendency to lean toward pessimism. Like you hoped for the best, but you kind of expected the worst. But you sort of turned that around. You've learned to look on the positive side. You've learned to expect the best. That you've really changed your outlook in some very, very positive way. So I hope you recognize that, because they are acknowledging that and saying you've done something wonderful for yourself in learning that lesson, in moving on from a difficult situation, not with regret or bitterness or anger, but with a better attitude, a positive outlook. So they're just saying, good job, good job. They're saying there are more good things to come now, because you've learned what you needed to learn from that lesson. All right, so the way these cards are set up, we're looking at past, present, future. This top row is, the positive side of things, the opportunities, the good things. The bottom row are challenges, obstacles, right? So in the past, we have the Emperor and Judgment. They're giving me on the positive side. Oh, okay, hold on. They want me to start with the negative. The negative is you went through something difficult. You were challenged in some way to wake up and notice how you're feeding your own thoughts and feeding your own soul. in the sense that you have a choice. You can feed yourself positive energy, positive thoughts, or you can feed yourself negative energy, negative thoughts. And they're showing it's a little bit like Judgment Day. Like you are being asked to be accountable for your thoughts and your actions in some sense. You were made to look at that and to make the decision for yourself how you want to move forward with your life. So whatever was going on, whether it was in your workplace or in your personal life that affected your work, you were faced with a bit of a wake-up call there, bit of a revelation. And they're giving me, some of you may have even lost your job during this time. And it was a very hard lesson for you to have learned. Again, this is in the past, so it is not a prediction, y'all, that anybody's going to lose their job. So please don't think that. Either you did or you didn't, right? Some of you did. But others of you just had a consciousness revelation. They're saying you had to choose how you wanted to move forward. On the positive side, you took control of the situation yourself. You were the boss of your own destiny. You managed your expectations. You managed your thoughts and your emotions. You maintained focus on getting results for yourself, on moving forward. Again, being the boss of your own life, of your own destiny, of your own forward momentum. And they're giving me, it's a very good thing that you did this. It's like you had a choice, and this card could have been upright or it could have been reverse. If it had been reverse, the outcome would be very different. You would have grown angry and bitter and resentful, and maybe you were a little bit at first, but that's where this transformation comes in. You changed. You decided that's not who you wanted to be, and that's not how you wanted to move forward. So you have this card upright, which means you took control and you managed it in a positive way. Again, they're giving me, it's a very good thing. And these both being major arcana cards mean that this is a bit of a pivotal moment in your life, because it was a lesson you had to learn before you could move into a new cycle with your work, with your career. But you've done that now. You've done that. So whatever comes forward, you can trust that it's taking you somewhere good, somewhere positive, somewhere new that you've not been before. Yes, there might be lessons there, but they won't be the same old lesson that you've had to learn over and over again. As we get into the present energy, and this would be right now or in the immediate future, if it's not there yet, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Hermit reversed. They're showing me now you're getting what you've been waiting for. So if you're not yet, you will soon. You're getting what you've been waiting for. It's like you were in a bit of this energy, not of a beggar, because you were taking control of your emotions and your thoughts, but of someone who knew they deserved more, that you were worth more in some sense, whether it's just enjoying your job more, maybe it's more money, maybe it's promotion, maybe it's a new job, but it is getting what you're worth, what you need, and then some. And it's a positive outcome that brings things back into balance after a difficult time. They're saying, trust what comes in now. Because it's not, they're saying it's not a blessing in disguise, it's a blessing, if that makes sense. It's all good. It's all good right now. And so there is this need to trust that a little bit, because part of you does wonder if like the other shoe is going to drop, right? If something is waiting in the shadows to sort of steal it away from you, and they're saying, no, that's not what's going to happen. You've earned this. And you've been waiting for the time to come when you get what you deserve. And that time is now. Again, if you're not there already, trust that it's coming very, very soon. Very, very soon. Now, in the obstacles and the challenges of this immediate time here, we have the Hermit reversed. 1 second. Okay, they're telling me that as things start to open up for you, whether it's opportunities, more money, promotion, new job, just enjoying your career and your work life again in a new way. You may be wondering about the long-term outlook. What does it look like? Spirit said they're wanting you to be very present in the moment right now and to not try to prejudge what you think is going to come. They're bringing in again that message of wondering if things are going to go dark again, if things are going to get bad again, because I feel like you've been through this cycle of getting stuck in a job, maybe not getting ahead, having people at work who don't treat you properly. This cycle has happened and happened and happened. And so now that you've finally had this breakthrough and things are coming in the way you deserve, there's part of you that is wondering or will be wondering when it's going to happen again. But they're reassuring me and reassuring you that cycle is over. You've beat that that challenge. You've learned that lesson. So don't worry that's going to happen again, because it's not. It's not. Yes, there will be different lessons, different challenges, different ways to learn what you need to learn. But that cycle is over, so you can enjoy this moment. Stay in this moment. Don't worry that the future will be dark, that the future will not be as good as you're hoping, because it will be. It will be better even than giving me. Okay? All right, so in the future energy, we have the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles is getting everything and more. It starts nowish. You start getting what you deserve with the Six of Pentacles, but it's not long before you're in the hot seat, in the seat of power, of financial abundance, of, in some sense, some kind of authority over your own career path in some way. You might even be working for yourself, if that's where you decide to take yourself, or that is where you're taking yourself. But it doesn't have to be that way. But in some sense, you're in a position kind of to call the shots for your career, meaning you've earned respect, you've earned the recognition, you've earned the position, the promotion, the money, whatever it may be that comes in for you. They're showing you've got it all. There is nothing that this king lacks as far as his career and financial world are concerned. He's a moneymaker. So if money's important to you, I mean, it's important to all of us. I'm definitely getting a message here of more money, but it's also more than that. It's a positive career, successful path ahead. And it's, again, they keep giving me this seat of power, place of power. So you may be getting promoted to, a boss level, a higher level, where you're more responsible for other people or whatever it may be. Obviously depends on your particular situation, being a general reading. The challenge in the future is the Four of Pentacles, and the challenge is when you get to where you want to go, when these rewards start coming in, it's still an energy of, there's still this energy of fear that it might be taken away from you, that you have to hang on to it for dear life because you've been through unfortunate situations. You've been through some hard lessons in your career. And so you're worried about, the darkness coming back in. You're worried about, am I going to, lose everything again? Am I going to lose what I've gained? Set those worries aside. You are a new person now. You can imagine a brighter future. You can imagine a freer future. You are the master of your destiny. The King of Pentacles has the Midas touch, turns things into gold. He can have what he wants. You don't need to worry it will be taken away from you. That's not in the cards for you. You've earned this by changing yourself, not by anyone else changing or anything around you changing, although those things may have changed. It all came down to you and your energy and your emerging as a new person. They're really giving me that you're like a new person now, and it's all for your benefit. So try to trust that and just enjoy it and keep moving forward with it. Keep moving forward. You're meant to have this. This is all positive momentum here moving forward for you. So relax, let go, and that's kind of in the now energy as well as the future. You don't have to worry anymore. It doesn't mean, again, that nothing will ever challenge you or there won't be any more lessons. But they're showing me that what you're worried about is what you've gone through. And that's not going to happen again. That's not where you are anymore. All right, group 3. I hope that helps. I hope it gives you what you needed to hear. If it did, if it resonated with you, please leave a comment, subscribe, share, interact with my channel any way that feels right to you. It helps me know that our energies are connecting and resonating with each other. And it also will help future readings resonate with you more as well. So thank you so much for that. Thanks for being here and have a great day, y'all.